likely to click on that. So that whole notion of trust that comes about through social networks is now having a bearing on traditional search engines. So just to sum up, this idea and this phrase of social discovery is upon us. It is imminent. And it's going to be more important to think about sharing, particularly from a business and organizational standpoint. What do people do that they're passionate about or that make any kind of difference to their normal everyday lives that they can engage in and share with their friends? So think about those actions, think about those being apps in a certain sense, and dive in and have a lot of fun. Any questions? I'd be happy to take some. Yes?
So we hear about all this social stuff, and it's great when you're marketing a music place or a local pizza parlor or something that people really want to share. And I know you've probably gotten this before, but what do you do when you're charged with marketing something that people really don't want to discuss? Something that, and I've seen that before it was kind of like, oh, we can have this great presence on a website, and so what that people aren't so engaged in social. I see that that's definitely trending the other way, even for just search results in general. So what do you do when you have that, like you're going to the doctor because you have something that you don't want to discuss, or you are dealing with a household problem that you just want to get done and you don't have to, there are things you don't want to talk about.
Yeah, so the question is, what about, yogurt and shoes and stuff is cool to talk about. You're going shopping, you're doing this, but what about you have termites at your house, or you got to get a exam at the doctor's office or whatever. So no, I don't think everything's going to be shared, but if you're the doctor or the termite person, how are you going to make sure that your business is potentially in the stream? I would say it's probably like, I don't want to pick on Genevieve, but like realtors. And she knows as well that you can't just constantly pump out listings for sale because only a certain amount of people are actively looking to buy a house today. The rest of us already have a house or whatever. But in between buying houses, I might have termites. I need to be thinking about how to improve my house in a down economy. Should I upfit the kitchen, or should I do the bathroom? What things are going to improve my home? So the realtor, in this situation, they could be sharing stuff that helps me, the homeowner, from a long-term perspective and not just trying to sell me something. So the doctors are going to have to look beyond just whatever their practices necessarily, and what's a little bit beyond that. How does that fit into that person's overall lifestyle? It could be that doctors are embracing these things like Spartan race or whatever, and talking about the latest trends and how to keep yourself healthy and mix it up and whatever. You have to be creative. I think that's what it kind of boils down to. And no, not everything. Your proctologist is probably not going to do well on Facebook page. Sorry. Next question. Yes, in the back.
Brandon, you talked about the advertising theory on Facebook. What kind of ideas have you seen for smaller to medium-sized businesses, and what kind of apps do you think might be appropriate?
Well, I'll be honest with you, it's so new. I haven't really seen any that fit into this new mold of social discovery on Facebook. Just the ones that I mentioned, like the Spotify's, the Nikes, and what have you. If anybody else knows anything, feel free to shout out. Anybody else? Yeah. Right.
Of course, you're talking about Facebook, but also OnePlus going online. So you're saying, I guess, we should also duplicate efforts, sending to Facebook to OnePlus?
The question is, with Google Plus, do you have to duplicate efforts? Or I would say you definitely need to keep track of what is happening on Google Plus. They have not advanced to the level of offering businesses the ability to have a page, but that's coming probably within this calendar year. So that'll open up a whole new realm of interactivity. But just the notion of this plus one network helping your own personal search results is very intriguing, and that's a good thing. So if you can be logged into Google while you're surfing, you'll start to see more of this effect taking place, where people that you're connected to And take a look in your settings for your Google profile, because that's where you can hook up other networks. And the more that you connect to your Google account, the better it gets for you. They sort of dive deeply. If you hook up your Twitter account, LinkedIn, there's about a dozen of them that they'll allow you to interconnect. And they'll look through those friends and see who's connected and how, and then they'll start to bubble up more sharing for you. Thank you very much.